Yes. Halftime activity is brought to you in part this evening by S-Mart, a company serving America in foods, energy, chemicals, and personal products. Again, Coach Wooden, it's really not too far to come back 10 points at halftime. You've already said that. Exactly what do the Bruins have to do to get back in this game right now?
Well, they've got to change their offense a little and get Lambier out away from there. I think thus far the main difference in the game is not so much Notre Dame's scoring, but it's UCLA's lack of scoring, and I give credit to primarily to Lambier and the shifting and helping defense that Notre Dame is using. I've been very, very impressed with it. UCLA has not been wild with the ball, but they've in position where they think they have pretty good shots, and then there's Lambier.
Tommy, Notre Dame has a 10-point advantage. I think they're very pleased to go into the locker room at halftime with that much of a bulge. What is Digger going to be telling them now?
Well, first of all, you go in pleased, but halftime leads are dangerous. I'd rather go in two points behind. He's telling them, be careful, you're playing at Pauley Pavilion, they're going to be coming back at you very strong. Keep doing the things that you're doing, but most of all, play that defense, keep the rebounding up, and move that offense the same way you've been moving it.
Okay, Tommy, thank you very much. Again, I want to remind you, right after a message, we're going to come back with Tommy Hawkins interviewing Coach John Wooden and Digger Phelps, something you taped before the game. Anything good we got in that?
Oh, it's a surprise. You'll see it.
Okay, Tommy.
Two different people.
We'll be back with that right after this message.
As a coach, and they say the greatest coach to ever do it, coach of UCLA, and Coach, nice to have you here and working with us. And of course, Digger Phelps, the coach of the University of Notre Dame. Actually, two different types of people. Coach, you believe in keeping a balance, an even keel, a low emotional approach to going into playing this game. Digger, you want your guys to break this door down. Discuss these two different approaches, because both of them have been very successful.
Well, I don't think Digger and I probably are as different as we might appear to be. I think basically we believe that the game is won on fundamentals, of quick and proper execution of the fundamentals, and sound defensive play. And Digger is younger, of course, much younger, and we started coaching against each other. He was much younger than I am, and of course he's a showman, and we've had a lot of fun, a lot of tremendous games, and this rivalry has really been excellent, in my opinion, for college basketball.
I'll dig at your approach. You like the emotionalism that goes with the game.
Well, as you can see, I think when you're talking about style, I think our styles are similar. We're really basically fundamentally defensive coaches, especially with the man-to-man defense. And yet offensively, we're looking to get the ball to our strengths, and I think the difference is only really when you're talking about the excitement and the glamour of how you want to get it across and how you can teach it as a personality. And I don't think any coach should copy anyone but himself, and I think that's the only difference. Of course, Coach Wooden to me, is a living legend of the game. Anytime you can win 10 out of 12, and I'm looking for my first one or even my first Final Four, believe me, it's just part of the game today, and I think we're just looking into, as you see tonight, one of the great rivalries of college basketball.
We have about a minute to have you gentlemen tell us, is the Notre Dame-UCLA rivalry in college basketball the greatest intersectional rivalry in the country today? Do you feel that, Coach?
Well, I certainly don't know of any other one that compares with it, in my opinion, and it's been built up to that situation through the years. I think it's tremendous.
Well, true. It started out with so many things happening. Of course, the UCLA Notre Dame thing in basketball with what Coach Wooden did, the longest winning streak, breaking San Francisco's streak, starting the record, breaking the record with Notre Dame. I think these factors have all made it whereby today, each year when the ratings come out for television, is the #1 rated game in college basketball.
Two great coaches, two great schools. John Wooden, Digger Phelps, UCLA and Notre Dame. Thank you so much, coaches.
Thank you, Tommy.
And when we come back, we'll take a look at one of the many interesting programs that makes the University of Notre Dame one of the great learning centers that it is.
The All-American Hot Dog. The ever-popular Frankfurter is but one of hundreds of food products provided by Swift Foods. Swift is part of S-Mart, an American family of companies which also provides fertilizers to make more food available, energy to keep the wheels turning, and consumer products from Playtex. S-Mart, providing over $5 billion worth of needed products annually for you and your world. Cross Your Heart Bras, one of many popular products from Playtex, known and used by women the world over. Playtex is part of S-Mart, an American family of companies which also provides nourishing food products from Swift, fertilizers to make more food available, and energy to keep the wheels turning. S-Mart, providing over $5 billion worth of needed products annually for you and your world.
For years, Spidell has been making other people's watches look beautiful with Twistaflex watch bands. Now a Twistaflex band can make our own watch look beautiful. The Spidell time modulator isn't just a gift of time. It's a gift of jewelry. And you don't have to push a button to see the time. As good as our Twistaflex watch bands are, that's how good our time modulator watch is. After all, who knows more about wrists than Spidell?
We asked these students at Tulane University to have a little fun conducting their own Pepsi challenge. Sure surprised a lot of them, like Cornelia. Pepsi. And Kevin. And Holly. Pepsi. And Carla. This is the same kind of test we gave people all across the country. And nationwide, more people prefer Pepsi over Coca-Cola.
Pepsi.
People who let their taste decide pick Pepsi.
It surprises me that two colas can taste so differently.
This is Notre Dame Today, the ongoing story of one of America's great universities.
I'm Mike Collins at the University of Notre Dame's Aerospace Engineering Laboratory. This artificial heart valve has done 7 years of pumping in 4 months, opening and closing at a rate 20 times faster than normal. Now, unlike the artificial valves currently used in heart patients, this synthetic rubber leaflet valve looks and works very much like nature's own. It was developed at Notre Dame's College of Engineering. The new leaflet valve has never been used in a patient. It's still in the testing stage, but its developers hope it will do the job better than any valve currently in use. Usually, a caged ball or a tilting disc is used to regulate blood flow through the heart. But these valves have some design problems. They tend to destroy red blood cells, resulting in anemia and contribute to blood clot formation, which can cause heart attacks and strokes. Using specially designed equipment such as the accelerated pumping device and this mock circulatory system, the Notre Dame engineers are developing techniques and apparatus which will be used to discover and eliminate design problems before any artificial valve is used in a heart patient. The research that goes on here in the College of Engineering affects many aspects of our lives. At Notre Dame today, engineers are purifying water, reclaiming polluted lakes, improving telephone transmission, and maybe making life longer for people with heart disease.
have one of the aspects of Notre Dame that make it truly one of America's outstanding educational institutions. We'll be back with the second half tip-off right after this message. Activities have been brought to you in part by S-Mart, a company serving America in foods, energy, chemicals, and personal products. I guess the story of the first half, Coach and Tommy, can be best told by one statistic, the shooting percentages.
You better believe it. Notre Dame 61%, UCLA 39%. That pretty much tells the tale. Only one person really in foul trouble. That's Rich Branning. He has 3 for Notre Dame. Jeff Carpenter, however, who started the game, is starting again with Duck Williams for Notre Dame.
Gig Sims, 15-footer, in and out, can't buy it. Again, the score as we start the second half, 39-29, Notre Dame over UCLA. That's Jeff Carpenter, the lefty, bringing the ball up, working on Roy Hamilton right now. Lambier, that's Batten in the corner. 18 points in the first half for Dave Batten. Inside, outside, he got him from everywhere, Tommy.
9-for-11 from the field.
Loose ball's going to turn over to UCLA now. Let's set the UCLA Bruins for you. At the forwards, we've got Kiki Vanderway and Dave Greenwood. At the guards, Roy Hamilton and Ray Townsend. At center, Gig Sims. Sims with 4 rebounds in the first half. That was tops for UCLA. Greenwood, pump, up. No good. Rebound, Dave Batten, who seems to be doing it all. Getting a lot of help from Lambier.
Batten and Lambier underneath, allowing UCLA only 1 shot.
Duck Williams had the ball a second ago. He had 7 points in the first half. He didn't seem to be much of a factor, which is really not the norm for Notre Dame.
Well, it's an amazing thing. Batten, who is averaging 12.8, has 18 the first half. And of course, Williams came in. He played.
There's Batten again. 18 feet, good as gold. So they lengthen the lead now to 41-29.
Williams, while he didn't score as much up to his average in that first half, he's a threat in there, and you have to cover him, and that helps open up someone else.
He was 3 for 7 that first half.
There's the board work they need. Kiki Vanderway went up and over everyone, put in an offensive rebound, and they've got to do that if they want to pull back.
And Gig Sims kept it alive, Coach. Very important on the boards.
You know, UCLA's inability to hit those field goals has prevented their press, too, because the press is after scores.
There's Lambier with a quick move to the basket. That's going to give him 6 for the evening so far.
Lambier is Mr. Deceptive. You look at him.
Number 34. Greenwood 6'9". A man they're really counting on this year to give him some help on the boards to pull down some bounds, and tonight he seems to be neutralized almost totally by Batten and Lambier. And Bruce Flowers, I might mention. Okay, we're going to go up. Greenwood tied up Flowers at that point. Again, UCLA comes out. They're getting a decent shot. They're putting the ball up, and it's in and out. So their shooting percentage is 39% in the first half, and they remain cold.
And, of course, Notre Dame doing a good job on the boards at that other end.
Gig Sims gives it to Roy Hamilton. Switching hands on the dribble. Outside now to Kiki Vanderway. His shot up. No good. Hamilton comes up with it. He's up. Left-hander. In and out. No good. Bill Lambier was there to pull down the carom. Score now 43-33. 10-point difference again with just over 17 minutes left. Chuck Williams up. Running hook.
Running hook across the center. Known for his jump shot, but that was a beautiful drive. Well executed.
Marvelously quick start, Tommy, and he's in there.
Vanderway. Hamilton cutting through. Up and in. It's good.
Roy is great at that play. That's a good backdoor drop-off, Coach.
Well, when they're playing tight defensively, that backdoor is a good play, and UCLA's used it rather effectively.
Batten inside. Flowers. Vanderway with the rebound. They seem to be blocking out Sims pretty well on the offensive board, Coach. No sooner do I say that than he gets an offensive rebound and puts it in.
And puts it right in. It was a half jump, half hook. But it did the job. And Notre Dame wants timeout.
Okay, the score is 45-37. Notre Dame over UCLA. Let's pause for a moment now for this word from Dotson.
You have to be dedicated, demanding, driven. It took Dotson to design the one and only King Cab. Up to 11 cubic feet of storage behind the seats. Try finding that in any other small pickup.
Nobody demands more from a Dotson than Dotson. We are driven.
Keep on thinking big, Dotson.
Excuse me, champ. Great fight. Now, we'd like to take away your Schlitz and have you endorse our beer.
You want to take away my gusto? Say, you tickle me. You want to take away my Schlitz, my gusto. Well, I'm going to play Picasso. And put you on the canvas. You're going to be down for a count so long, they're going to use a calculator. Take away my gusto.
If you don't have Schlitz, you don't have gusto. Brother, you don't have beer.
Schlitz.
With that basket from Gig Sims, UCLA pulls within 8 points of Notre Dame again. The first time since just 6 minutes were left in the first half. Are they coming back, Coach? Do you see something that looks good?
Well, the home team always has a better chance, I think, coming back than the visiting team. And they scored 8 points in 3.5 minutes, and they scored only 29 in 20 minutes in the first half. So it could be that they've got a little spark. They need to get Notre Dame running. If Notre Dame will run with them, definitely I'd say they'll come back.
The same teams return to the floor. For Notre Dame, it's Batten, Lambier, Flowers, Williams, and Jeff Carpenter, who has the ball right now. That's Bruce Flowers underneath working on Greenwood. He can't get it. Kiki Vanderway comes up with the loose ball, gives it back to Roy Hamilton, who started the whole thing. Hamilton, Townsend, the crowd trying to urge him on, trying to get the Bruins to get something going. What we got going was a little trouble underneath. We got another foul on Bruce Flowers. That's going to be his...
that should be his third. He had two the first half. So that gives two Notre Dame players 3 fouls. Rich Branning and Bruce Flowers. Of course, Bruce has his hands full because he's guarding UCLA's leading scorer, David Greenwood, who came into this game averaging 18 a game.
Hamilton. Greenwood. There you go. That pulls him within 6, 45-39. This is the kind of game we expected.
And the full court pressure is on.
Duck Williams catching his breath, looking at Ray Townsend, looking the thing over, trying to decide where he's going to go and how. They look to Dave Batten right away. Back to the Duck.
Now this is a test.
There he is. Things get tight. That's the man they look to.
Last year, it was Duck Williams with some great outside shooting that beat UCLA right here.
As he came down the floor, Tommy and Coach, Duck grabbed his shoulder. I think he may have gone down after that shot. I didn't see it. He seemed to be in some kind of pain. He was looking to the bench. Did you pick up on anything?
He seems to be in a little pain. We'll see if he can get his hands up above his head. He doesn't seem to be looking to the bench now, so it was probably just a momentary stun. You got to have him.
There you see it, the replay. Gig Sims on the foul. That's his second. That turns the ball back over to Notre Dame. Score again, 47-39. 8 points separate these two teams right now. In the national standings coming into this game, just 2 positions.
UCLA still in a man-to-man.
Dave Batten. Townsend battling Lambier underneath. Referees getting right in there. They want to make sure there's no altercation, no hard feelings.
That's a high wire act, and there's a lot of strength there. The two come out shaking hands as they should. It's just good, aggressive basketball. Both of them love it that way. There they do.
You'd like to see that, and there was no question. Neither one of them were mad. They were just went after the ball aggressively, and they got up that way. That's fine.
It was up there. The ball was about a foot above the rim, and both players were right on it.
Now let's give credit to the two officials for this game, too. You got Booker Turner, who's the referee, and Jerry White, the umpire. They did a good job of getting in there right away and making sure that nothing really was going to happen.
Both of them are registered Pac 8 officials, and I've worked with them many games. Both of them quite competent.
The duck from the corner, no good. Rebound, Bruce Flowers up, rejected by Big Sims, but Dave Batten ends up with the ball. He feeds Flowers, Sims rejects it again. 47-39, UCLA comes up with the ball, and the fans are on their feet. Roy Hamilton, quick pass inside. Jeff Carpenter is called for fouling Kiki Vanderway as he tried to intercept that pass, Tommy. The action sped up a lot.
Jeff timed it well. He had a good idea. Here's a fast break. Hamilton to Vanderway. Here's Carpenter coming over, but along with the ball, he got Vanderway's arm.
Still an 8-point difference with 14-13 left in the second half. Vanderway throwing the ball in for UCLA. He finds Greenwood. Hamilton, they want him handling the ball as much as possible. And there's the quick hands of Bruce Flowers. Vanderway blocked by Lambier, who's doing it all. We're going to go up with it?
Yes, that's right. The hand was right on top. Digger was about to go into orbit there. Here it is. There's the rebound. It is up. Now watch Vanderway and watch Lambier. He comes a clean over the top with the body. Controlled it up there. Good call.
An intimidating factor in this game. He's blocked several shots, and UCLA controls the tap. Hamilton, 15 feet. In, around, and it's good. To counter some of this momentum that UCLA seems to have built up, Digger's getting ready to send Kelly Trapuka back into the game. The freshman who, as you said, makes things happen.
And also Rich Brennan coming into the game. He'll probably go in for Carpenter. UCLA putting on full court pressure. There's number 44 you just saw on your screen. That is Kelly Trapuka, 6'7" freshman from Essex Falls, New Jersey.
Okay, Rich Branning handling the ball now. He did not start tonight because of the sprained ankle. Duck Williams, he can't get it. Rebound pulled down by David Greenwood. As I said, the momentum seems to have switched to the people from the West Coast here. The home crowd, fans loving it. There's a pass inside, Gig Sims. He's looking for help. And we've got a foul underneath. Foul called on Trapuka?
Yes, it was Kelly Trapuka. He might be a little outside in there. Vanderway is pretty beefy when he gets inside. He went to establish his pivot there, and Trapuka trying to keep him out fouling.
Throw into Townsend. We've really not heard from him much in the second half. Vanderway working on Trapuka, using that beat, but Lambier sends it back out.
That's about 8 block shots for Lambier tonight.
Great help. His timing is excellent on that. He sees it, and he's really a team defensive man.
But on the other end, Gig Sims has played great defense, and he's been rejecting a lot of the Irish shots.
He had 2 in a row in the last time down the floor, and 2 defensive rebounds prior to that. Good quick play there by Roy Hamilton coming across, blocking the backdoor pass.
Rich Brennan seems to think that he was fouled on that, but Hamilton got away with it. UCLA fans all on their feet.
Rebound, Dave Batten. First time we've heard from him in a few moments. Score again, 6 points at this point is the difference. 47 for Notre Dame, 41 for UCLA. Batten in the corner looking for help. He finds Bill Lambier, who is not out of place up top there. There's Rich Branning, and they worked it well that time.
What happens here, Coach? Is that a defensive lapse?
Defensive lapse, looked over at the ball, and the man reversed back when he looked over for the ball, and he's in there for an easy one.
Vanderway, most of this crowd still on their feet, trying to get this team going, imploring them to get something going. There they go, David Greenwood, good pass from Roy Hamilton.
Both Notre Dame defensive men went for Hamilton, and Greenwood broke right for that basket.
Trapuka looking for help, going to slow things down a little bit. Duck Williams. Trapuka keeps the ball alive. Fights off number 24 Hamilton with his other hand. He gets the ball again. 12-footer. There you go.
There's a confident freshman for you.
51-43, an 8-point difference with 11 minutes, 37 seconds left in the game. Roy Hamilton bringing it down now. Gig Sims, top of the key, 15-foot jumper. In and out, no good. Lambier on the rebound. Lambier, quick outlet pass to Kelly Trapuka, who again slows things down just a bit. Digger on the bench imploring these people to move, get something going now. We don't want them to pull back at this point.
Well, as you can see, the offensive pace is not as quick as it was the first half.
They call Kelly Trapuka for traveling. With the score 51-43 in favor of Notre Dame, we're going to take a brief pause for this message from Coachman Recreational Vehicles.
Open the door to freedom. Don't let the everyday bring you down. Coachman lets you get away. Let you stop and look around.
Open the door to freedom with a Coachman recreational vehicle. Coachman makes compact camping trailers, versatile vans, Coachman fifth wheels, truck campers, and travel trailers, elegant Coachman motorhomes and mini motorhomes. They're all good reasons why Coachman is America's best-selling name in RVs.
The sunshine of America shines down on everyone. Open the door to freedom. Coachman is the sunshine of America shines down on everyone. Open the door to freedom. Coachman is the one.
Notre Dame has given up a little bit of their difference coming into the second half. Coach, a little difference in their shooting percentage coming back.
Well, that's a big difference now. They've missed some pretty good shots that they were hitting in the first half. They've hit 6 out of 15 at this point, 40%, as a better than 60% in the first half. Makes quite a difference.
Tommy, the fouls don't seem real even this game. Again, this half we've got one for UCLA. There were, I think, 2 in the first half. Notre Dame, of course, let UCLA get into the bonus situation early on in the first half. They've committed 3 here again. Do you look for that to be a real factor later on?
I really don't think so going down right now. It's not that much of an aggressive game, and Notre Dame has stayed away from a lot of foul situations simply because of the way that they move that ball. And Bill Lambier with 7 block shots, that's unofficial, of course, but that's what I'm keeping here, has just been clean inside with good timing.
Notre Dame's moved into a zone defense, you notice now, Tommy.
And the way to handle a zone is to shoot over it and get your good shooters going. And that's exactly what Ray Townsend did just there.
Well,
good alert call there.
Well, Jerry White claims that Bruce Flowers was over and back. Let's see what happened. Here's a pass. He's straddling the line.
He surely is. That's a fine call. So the ball goes over to the Bruins. Their deficit now just 6 points. 51-45. They have a chance to bring it within 4 right now. Kiki Vanderway in no hurry. They want to make sure they take a good shot. There's Gig Sims, and that's a good shot, evidently. The difference, 4 points. We've got 10 minutes left in this game, and it seems like we've got the game we expected coming up. Kelly Trapuka for the Fighting Irish. Outside, Duck Williams. Again, they're going to look to Duck if things get tight. He's their general, their leader, the man they care for. Gig Sims rejects another one. Ball goes back to UCLA. Kiki Vanderway move across the middle, feed back to Roy Hamilton. The bucket goes, and he's fouled.
It was a sensational play. Here's Vanderway with a great dribble going into the hoop, passing off to Roy Hamilton, who uses the left hand and the board to score, and he has a chance for a 3-pointer. The score, Notre Dame 51, UCLA 49.
Okay, we've got a change in the Notre Dame lineup. Kelly Trapuka comes off the floor, and Dave Batten goes back in. So we've got Branning, Batten, Williams, Lambier, and Flowers on the floor.
I'm sure this is the type of game that you expected to see.
This is what I expected. Now we've got a difference of 1 point, 51-50. There's the full court pressure. Flowers, Duck Williams. Williams going all the way in. Hesitation move up, no good. Lambier on the rebound, he puts it in. Good offensive board.
Excellent offensive board. I guess Duck decided that he's got to make something happen in there and challenge those big men.
He made an excellent drive in there, too.
Let's talk about this zone they're in, Coach.
It's almost a 1-3-1 that they're in now.
Gig Sims, rebound, up again, and good. He's got the last two. 53-52, a one-point difference again with 9 minutes and 7 seconds left in the game. Rich Branning playing on that sprained ankle brings the ball down for the Irish. He goes to Lambier. Bruce Flowers. Flowers playing with 3 fouls right now.
And Bruce really not looking for the shot. I thought that he could have taken that inside.
There's Batten. He's been silent somewhat in the second half. Open layup for Rich Branning, who worked for it. He was in good position.
Ray Townsend came over quick, but Branning had a great move to get him out of the way and a quick hoop.
Greenwood brings him back to 1. The big man, number 34. Here's the full court pressure again. Duck Williams breaks it pretty easily. Townsend goes over to him. Ball goes to the corner to Lambier. Dave Batten, top of the key. And Digger Phelps wants a timeout as he does it. So we've got the score 55 for Notre Dame, 54 for UCLA. A scant point difference. We've got ourselves a ball game. Tommy Hawkins, Coach Wooden, I'm Dana McCann. We'll be back after this message from Schlitz.
Excuse me, ma'am. We'd like to take away their Schlitz and have them try our beer.
You want to take away their Schlitz? You want to take away their gusto? You're cute. Dumb, but cute. You want to take away their Schlitz? Their gusto? You're going to end up a cornerstone in a high-rise. They're going to turn you into an off-ramp on the interstate. Take away their gusto.
If you don't have Schlitz, you don't have gusto. Brother, you don't have beer.
Schlitz.
At Datsun, economy is not our only mission. The Datsun V210GX, from its all-steel unibody up, it's Datsun, driven to deliver the greatest economy of all, quality.
Nobody demands more from a Datsun than Datsun. We are driven.
Hang tough, Datsun.
Welcome back to Pauley Pavilion, where we've got ourselves a ball game. The Bulge was 10 points at the half with Notre Dame ahead. 9 points of that have been lost now, as UCLA is just one scant point behind, 54-55. The difference to my mind, Tommy Hawkins and Coach Wooden, is Gig Sims. He comes up with 4, maybe 6 points, a couple of block shots, maybe 4, and some good feeds underneath.
And also his rebounding on the offensive board there. He has gotten a couple off and put it back up. They're doing a great job. I'm sure that Digger wants his team to move a little more. I think he saw that the offense was a little sluggish. You see that they're trying to pick up the pace now.
Okay, on the floor for Notre Dame again. We got Williams and Branning at the guards. That was Williams circling through. Lambier, Flowers, and Batten across the front line. That's the people they want to start. Of course, Carpenter started for Branning tonight because of the ankle, but here it is tight, and he's got Rich Branning in. He guess he wants the experience, and he wants him there.
Yes, that's right. Under this pressure situation there.
Duck Williams, there's a pressure jump shot for you.
That's about as clean as you're going to see a jump shot. That was a rainmaker there. He arched it up in the air and it went clear through. Very pure.
UCLA now wanting to answer definitely. They don't want the score to get any further along. We're going to go up. I thought we might have had the foul there.
Well, that's the second time. Coach Lambier seems to have an uncanny ability to extend that big mid up there, keep his body away from a player, and block the shot.
You could see there, his hand was very definitely on top of the ball.
UCLA and Sims control that tip, and Townsend outside again. He's hit both of the shots he's attempted in the last few minutes, Tommy.
He's a great outside shooter, and he is considered one of the team's better defensive players also.
Hamilton almost steals the ball from Branning. And they call Branning for holding the ball and putting it on the floor again.
They called him for double dribble there. They claim that Branning had control of this ball. We'll watch it. Coming down. Hamilton on Branning. And Branning changes hands. Roy comes over.
There it was.
How do you feel about it, Coach Will?
Well, I think he regained possession and put it down again. And
Townsend outside, and the Bruins go ahead for the first time in this game, 58-57. You can hear the crowd. They're going crazy. The pom-poms are in the air. The people are on their feet. Rich Branning cuts across the middle, and he gets an answering bucket, so it's Notre Dame by 1 again.
You know, the baskets have come in rapid succession, and each team answering the other. It's an exciting second half.
Hamilton in to Gig Sims at the top of the key, who gives it right back. Hamilton drives, pulls up short. We've got a whistle first.
It looks like Rich Branning. If it is Rich Branning, that is his 4th foul. Let's see how they call it. It is.
It is indeed. A minute ago, we had a look at Coach Cunningham. He certainly pleased that his team has come back this well. I don't know if what he expects from him at this point. I guess he's got the momentum. He just wants them to keep going that way. Townsend.
This half is more like I really expected throughout the game.
That's very true. Vanderway called for slapping that one out of bounds. Notre Dame controls.
Rich Branning left in the game with his 4 fouls. Digger Phelps came off the bench a minute ago and told Dave Batten to make sure he took Greenwood defensively. We'll see what happens there. Bruce Flowers out front.
They've gone into a 4-corner. This is the 4-corner offense that North Carolina has used so well.
And Duck Williams, a lot of people from Notre Dame would say he runs it as well as Phil Ford. If you're from North Carolina, you say no.
He does. The 4-corner basically, Coach, spreads the defense. Is that the design?
That's right. And you have the ball, try to get the ball in the middle and put the men deep in the corners and 2 men outside the middle man with the ball.
Roy Hamilton up, he can't get it. Rebound stolen away underneath by Kiki Vanderway, who's tied up by Bill Lambier. Lambier did a good job of tying him up. That was an excellent rebound.
It was strong. It was very strong action in there, both of them. There's the ball off the boards. Here we go up. Vanderway over Batten, but Lambier right there to snatch it out of his hands.
We've got 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in this game, and at this point, Notre Dame is up by 3 points, 61-58.
Lambier's strength kept him from fouling then, because Vanderway had the ball, and as he twisted it, if Lambier hadn't been so strong, he would have been on his wrist and arm and fouled it.
Jerry White puts it up, tapped out by Lambier, but Gig Sims, again, an important factor in the second half, comes down with the ball, gets it over to Ray Townsend. Hamilton, Townsend, now Greenwood, back to Gig Sims. The first half was the story of the Notre Dame big men. The second half, the story of Gig Sims coming alive late in the second half. 5 minutes 20 left in the game at this point. Roy Hamilton cutting through, up with the left-hander, off the front of the iron. He can't get it. Dave Batten comes down with the rebound. Gets it outside to Rich Branning, who's in no hurry. Notre Dame, of course, possessing that 3-point lead at this point. Still in the 4 corners. Duck Williams taking a second to look things over. The crowd doesn't like it if they want to see something go. Bruce Flowers, hesitation move inside, pass to Lambier. 4 corners will get you a lot of open ones if you run it right.
Well, if they get open down the middle, someone has to come over from the corner to pick them up, and that leaves a man open who reverses for the basket, just as that one.
Gig Sims out front again. His jump shot up, no good. Duck Williams down with the rebound, breaks down floor. Now he slows up. They're going to set it up one more time. The score 63-58 at this point. 4:33 left in the game. Duck catching his breath. He looks a little tired. He hasn't left the floor tonight.
Well, we'll watch him to see if you really can leave that center as open as it is right now and let those players run down there.
Rich Branning turning it around, coming back. Branning, of course, led the Irish in assists last year.
Coach, is the main method of attack is to get that ball right in the center. Is that what you really want to do?
That's right. And then drive it down the middle if you possibly can. To force somebody to pick you up, then you hit the open man.
Flowers, top of the key, coming back out again, gives it back to the Duck. Mr. Williams from Mackin High School in Washington, D.C.
Boy, and the players that have come out of Washington, D.C. Austin Carr, Dave Bing, Elgin Baylor.
Adrian Dantley. Okay, they tie him up underneath, so we're going to go up again. The fans don't like it. They thought Greenwood should have had possession easily.
Here's Duck Williams. He goes up. He loses control. He has it slapped away, actually. And there's a dime for the ball. And here comes Big Lambier again with his mitts. He gets it on it. He'll hold it.
Again, the strength kept him from fouling there. UCLA is taking time out at 63-58. Notre Dame over UCLA. We've got 3:47 left. We'll be back right after this word from Coachman Recreational Vehicles. One more to go, Brian.
Open the door to freedom. Don't let the everyday bring you down. Coachman lets you get away. Let you stop and look around.
Open the door to freedom with the Coachman fifth wheel. They're elegant, comfortable, and Coachman is America's best-selling name in RVs.
The sunshine of America shines down on everyone. Open the door to freedom. Coachman is the one.
Sir, what's the hurry? Going to rent a car. Oh, well, you don't have to run. Gotta run. Oh, no, if you had an Avis Wizard number, you could walk. I gotta walk. Call toll-free and let our Wizard system do the running. Just show a major credit card, license, sign, and get the car. I don't have to run through airports? Not with Avis. I can walk through airports.
Reach out on Avis. Avis, we don't know another way.
I'm walking through airports.
63-58, that's the score. We've got 3:47 left. Jumping in the circle now for UCLA, Dave Greenwood. Bill Lambier, number 52 for the Irish. Before we can even get going, number 35, the defensive specialist, 6'7", James Wilkes, checks into the lineup to replace Kiki Vanderway for UCLA.
These teams split last year with each team winning on the road, and Notre Dame won here with a three-point play right at the last by Branning from this four-corner offense. Went down the middle, scored, and was fouled.
And that's Branning running it right now. He goes up, rejected by number 30 for Greenwood, but they call goaltending.
It was above the rim. As a matter of fact, Coach, in the last 46 seconds of that game last year, Branning had one layup and two clutch free throws.
Yes.
So we know he can handle the pressure.
UCLA brings the ball down now. They hope to pull the difference to 5. To do it, they go to Greenwood underneath. He comes back out to Hamilton. Hamilton moves to the middle, left hand up. No good. Branning comes down with the rebound. 7 points, that's the difference. We've got 3 minutes and 17 seconds left in the game.